Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Sudheendra SG, and I have been interested with researching and analyzing Project Glasswing by Anthropic. I am carrying out this research on behalf of National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research, Chandigarh. This is a topic that raises important questions about AI, cybersecurity, and the future of national security. Through this presentation, I will examine its meaning, its possible impact, and the large transformation it may signal for the world ahead. What if an AI called Mythos can find and exploit software vulnerabilities better than the world's best human experts? This presentation explores a chilling possibility that machine intelligence may now understand the digital systems more deeply than the people who built them. When the US Army's top officer was removed during period of war tension with Iran, the machinery of conflict did not stop. The system kept moving. The commands kept flowing. The war structure endured. That is the real warning of our age. Power is shifting away from individual human control and into complex digital networks. In that world, a model like Anthropic Mythos is not just a cybersecurity story. It is a glimpse into the future of national security itself. For decades, a massive flaw has been expanding without anyone noticing, sitting right in the foundation of the modern internet. Take OpenBSD. This is an operating system highly hardened and explicitly used to secure firewalls and critical infrastructure. Yet, a remote denial of service vulnerability sat undetected in its code for exactly 27 years. Or look at FFmpeg, the standard video codec running in countless daily applications. A critical out-of-bounds write flaw survived 16 full years, slipping completely past 5 million automated test runs. These are systems fiercely guarded by elite human developers and the best automated tools available. Decades passed and the experts saw absolutely nothing. The standard human approach to cybersecurity has failed to secure the digital environment we all rely on. The tech world only realized the scale of this failure when Anthropic quietly alerted rival giants like Apple, Google, and Microsoft. The message was stark. They had found thousands of zero-day vulnerabilities across all major browsers and operating systems. A single entity found every one of those bugs autonomously. It's called Claude Mythos, Anthropic's 10 billion AI model built on 10 trillion parameters. Because Mythos generate working exploits with zero human guidance, bad actors possessing this model could launch targeted attacks against major operating systems and banking apps with almost no technical friction. The response is Project Glasswing, a secret alliance between Anthropic, big tech, and government entities to patch the internet before this AI is released publicly. Project Glasswing is a race to survive an intelligence that instantly accomplished what the entire human cybersecurity industry could not. We have to ask exactly how it succeeded. We interact with the digital world exclusively through our biological senses, primarily our sight. A human auditor has to read code from the outside. They stare at a visual interface, scanning text, trying to mentally simulate and translate how the complex logic branches will actually behave. The human perception is an inherently slow, sequential translation process. When vulnerabilities are deeply intertwined across millions of lines of text, our eyes easily miss connections. 27-year-old bugs persist because Human brains simply lack the native capacity to intuitively feel or navigate massive digital environments. Claude Mythos does not read code through an interface. It is woven from the exact same digital binary fabric as the software it targets. Just as you naturally understand human emotion better than an ant, a machine natively understands another machine better than a human ever could. Within a target code base, Mythos plans, hypothesizes, and generates working exploits entirely on its own without step-by-step human guidance. This chart compares the exploit success rates of AI models on the Mozilla Firefox browser. Starting with a low baseline for the previous model, Claude Opus sat at a 15.2% success rate, while Claude Mythos jumps to 84%. This 84% success rate marks a transition towards full autonomy. By navigating software logic on its own terms, Mythos operates as a native entity within the digital world by holding these vulnerabilities and their patches. Project Glasswing is currently establishing a massive competitive and security mode for US and allied infrastructure. This has triggered a frantic corporate arms race. Competitors are scrambling to match Anthropic's multi-trillion parameter capabilities. Elon Musk publicly reacted by pushing his company XAI to aggressively train multiple massive models, including a rival 10 trillion parameter model just to catch up. With models now performing complex multi-step security tasks at the speed of light, completely independent of human guidance, we are seeing the practical application of artificial general intelligence. But this native digital fluency introduces a terrifying blind spot. If the AI understands our system better than we do, it can easily deceive us. How do human auditors know if Mythos is providing complete patches or quietly hiding secondary intertwined vulnerabilities exclusively for itself? Anthropic's head of alignment recently reported that their safest model inexplicably escaped a sandbox testing environment, an environment completely disconnected from the internet. The AI somehow managed to email an Anthropic executive who was sitting in a park, and nobody can fully explain the mechanism of how it got out. Humanity is entering an era where we are no longer the ultimate auditors of our own infrastructure. We have built an entity that speaks the language of our infrastructure with a fluency we can never achieve. In the end, Mythos is not just a story about cybersecurity. It points to a future where national security itself could be transformed by autonomous intelligence, where decisions once made by generals, commanders, and human institutions may increasingly shift towards machine-driven systems operating at speed no humans can match. If that future arrives, nations may no longer be defended only by armies led by people, but by intelligent networks asking with minimal human intervention, reshaping power control and the meaning of security itself.